Hi, in this video, I want to talk about the recent pricing of the computer and electronic devices. It's been crazy lately, as you can see. If you want to buy, for example, GPU, RTX 5090, it's almost 6,000 Canadian dollars or around 5,000 US dollars, depending, where you buy it. And even in the used market, you're looking at minimum $4,000 for RTX 590. And that is really crazy. But then you have the other extreme where I have a, 32-inch TV monitor, LCD monitor. I can't even sell for more than 30 bucks. So there's something going on. So let's talk about it right now. All right, so yeah, recently I was trying to sell my TV monitors or LCD monitors. As you can see here, I have lots of them, and I could not even sell it for 30 bucks for a 32-inch TV monitor, the LCD monitor. It's crazy, right? Like back maybe 5, 6 years ago, these monitors were going around like 200, 300 bucks. And now I guess maybe everybody have a monitor. The price dropped down to almost like it's a giveaway, really. I mean, the manufacturer that produces this TV are definitely not making money from these LCD monitors. But then you have the extreme where you have Nvidia and all these crazy uh, graphic card company thinking that they can rip the consumers' money away. They blame it on AI. That AI data center using the RAM probably is true, but the very fact that not many people actually use AI technology. You're pushing, pushing, pushing. There's only a certain amount of, I guess, usage for any of these technology. I mean, what can you use AI for? I mean, you can enhance, maybe I can say, maybe 20%, but to increase it double, triple, and laying off employee, I don't think that makes sense. Eventually, I think the AI CEO will realize it, and I think there's going to be some market correction in the future. AI is here to stay, but it is not that great. You can use it as a tool, but it's not used to replace humans. People can argue all they want, but I can tell you right now, yes. Anyway, going back to my hardware issue. So GPU right now, for example, RTX 590, it's going for almost $6,000. That's more than a used car. Okay, think about that. That's crazy, right? And I can't think of a reason why a person would need an RTX 590, like to do their projects. Literally, you can also do cloud computing using the AI provided, and the price, between 50 to 100 bucks a month, even cheaper, depending on, how much you're willing to pay for these AI tools. For example, I have Kai.ai tools that I use, and it costs me a couple cents for an image or for videos. And I rarely even use it. Or I use Suno, but I'm not using it anymore. Like, it's just, I got experience with it and I'm good, right? It's like it comes and go. It's like almost like a fad that comes in and then like, yeah, it's great, great, great. But then at the end, okay, I now know how to use it. I'm gonna just use it just enough. I won't pay more than 10 bucks a month, 20 bucks a month. But yet companies are pouring in trillions of dollars. That is their big mistakes. Eventually I will see I wouldn't say a crash in the market, but it definitely will see a big problem in the future where they overvalue certain technology and they realize that there's not really much use to it. In fact, there's a counterculture now of people using AI to the extreme where they replace human with AI image and videos, which I think is unethical, right? I mean, what's the point? And anyway, right now, I would say the AI video that people are replacing real human with are not that great. There is this feel to it. It's very synthetic. Now, I can see if they use it for special effects, great. I think it's acceptable. But when you actually replace the whole system, then that's a problem. It's not just GPU that's a problem, right? You have the RAM. 2, 3 years ago, I would be able to buy these RAM chips, for around, for I think 32 gig, I would be able to buy it around less than 100 bucks. Now what, 300, 400 bucks? That's just crazy. Or you have this like SSD. I got this like I think 500 gig SSD for, I believe it was like 70, maybe 60, $70 on sale. Now you can't even buy it for 130, or it's now probably 150. It's almost 2 or 3 times the price. Or for example, the simple micro SD, for example, I got this, I think it was like 17 to $20. This is a 128 gig. This was like 2 years ago. Now I can't even purchase it. Like, I think it's, and this is not even a brand name, right? I looked up in the computer store, it's almost $50. So it has increased the price by what, 2, 3 times? For what? And thank goodness, you know what? I was in a mood of buying, so I ended up buying like 10 of these, okay, back then. And I still have like a couple more left. And same thing with these SSD. When I saw it was on sale, I just buy a lot of them. Now, thank goodness, what happened to the price? It went up so much. Now, couldn't have predicted that this would gone up so much. I just thought that I needed it, and it was cheap on sale back 2 years ago. I bought it for 20 to $30, and now I am seeing the benefit of that. But I feel sorry for those who just started to build a computer or starting to get access to these type of storage, and they find out that they have to pay 2 or 3 times the price. That's pretty bad. Without storage, you can't really take too much pictures and image and video, especially videos, right? You have to store it somewhere. So, they're forcing you to do cloud computing, which I don't like at all, period. So at the end of the day, you know what? Buy used storage, and I think it's still reasonable. What you do is you buy the fast storage system for filming, maybe 4K videos or anything that requires fast data access. And then if you want to store it away, just buy one of those regular hard drive for a couple $100 that can store like maybe 20 terabytes of data. I think you can buy it used for around $200-300. But yeah, that's my strategy anyway. Now, what I'm predicting is that there will be a lot of consumer pushback on these type of pricing. Eventually, people will realize that I don't really need it, and that's what's happening to me as well. Like, AI is used sparingly, and I usually use the free service because I don't really use it that much. All these people who are trying to push it, they can do it all they want, but if there's no customer that's actually willing to pay for these exotic, extreme, crazy price, there's no way they're going to make profit. I mean, they're pushing it, they're getting investors, and I warned the investor, you know what, you can do all you want, but if there's no consumer, they don't have the money for it, eventually the market will crash. It will actually taper off and realize, we need AI, but we don't need it that much. At the end of the day, you know what, it's really the consumer that will push how the technology will be used and how much they're willing to spend for it. And right now, AI and other technology that's trying to boost up the price, like especially the graphic card or the RAM or the storage, they eventually will come down in price because there's just too expensive. People are not willing to pay for that kind of price, no matter how you spin it. All right. So for me anyway, I could wait another 5 years or even 10 years because I have the storage, and the storage I needed is enough. So they can play their game. I will put my money in the bank. And that's all I can say about how these technology work. I'll use it when I need it. And when there is a opportunity, when the technology are fair price, I will invest in it. That will go with anything like drones, camera. Don't get me started with the camera. Same thing with camera. Prices going up. Like Sony's camera recently, the A7R6, what, $6,000 for what? Crazy, right? So I would say right now you can buy an old cam like the one I'm using right now, the Sony FS700R. I bought this for around $1,500, but now you probably can get around $1,000, including the lens. And it does a great job, especially if you want to do YouTube. And if you hook up to an external monitor, that's another couple $100, and you can get a really good 10 or 12-bit coding videos that can do even better job than the modern camera right now. That is selling for around $4,000 or $5,000. So it depends on if you know the technology well or not and how you use it. Actually, you can actually get a decent camera for less than $1,500 and do a really good job for like short films or professional YouTube videos, right? Anyway, that's my rant about technology and the pricing. So yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and give me a little heart of appreciation. Talk to you soon. Bye.